and they also have different extensions, so you can take off the barrel size. So I'm using a 1.25 inch barrel, and they also have different sizes if your hair, like I said, is shorter, is thinner, things like that. This is just like the one that I specifically like to use. So out of my sections, I'm also going to section off into a smaller little section here, and I'm going to start with the clamp facing down. Like I said, this is the left side of my hair, and I'm just going to do it in the middle here and wrap it towards my face. Now, as I'm doing that, I'm just going to open the clamp a little bit and kind of inch it a little bit further down, and then I'm going to twist again. I'm going to open the clip a little bit and twist it up again. Just hold it there and then let out the first curl and twist it one more time. And then I'm just going to kind of let it out of the clamp. Now you can see, and you'll probably see a little bit better as we go along in the front here, that it looks pretty curled. I'm just going to leave it like that. And I personally like doing that because I'm going to add a little bit of texturing spray towards the end of my hair care routine, and that will kind of hold the curl a little bit better. And then I like to specifically run my fingers through the curls once that spray has kind of set a little bit, so that they're more of like a beach wave. And I find that that works really well for my hair. So again, left side, I am just going to clamp it and twist. I'm going to let out the curl a little bit, twist it up again, let it out. And then you can pull out that one curl, twist it up more, and let it out the last time. And you can kind of see that it's pretty curled all the way down. You can leave the ends out if you don't like the ends of your hair curled. And Lacey said, is it on the hottest temperature? So no, my curling iron is on a 4. You can see the temperatures here by the little dots. So there's 5 of them, and I'm on 4, and it's because I have medium to thick hair. And I obviously want the heat to be a little bit higher so that my curls stay. If you have thinner hair, I obviously suggest not using so much heat, and my hair is really used to heat. And so it's not a problem. Okay, so now I'm going on the right side of my head, and I'm going to actually do the opposite. So I'm going to hold my clamp up, and I'm going to also start in the middle and twist, let it out a bit, twist up, let it out. Oops, let it out a little bit too much. And that's okay. If you do that, you can just twist it like that, and then we can just start over again. So again, I'm gonna start in the middle here. It's kind of hard because I'm looking at my phone, but there's also a mirror next to me. And now that I do that, I'm just going to let it out, twist it a little bit more. And like I said, this is what just works best for me and my hair. Obviously, everyone's so different. So there's a million other videos on the internet, on TikTok, on YouTube, things like that for whatever your specific hair type is and how to use the tool with your hair type. This is what I just have found works best for me. And obviously, like, practice is everything because I've never used a hair clamp before. I've used a wand, and that kind of just like you wrap it around. And you can also do that with this. If you just open up the clamp, you can just wrap it around like that. I personally just don't like doing that. Okay, so now after I have finished my first layer, the next thing that I'm going to do is add a little bit of texturizing spray. So this is from Tresemme. I literally just got it at the drugstore because I ran out, but there's also a bunch of other great companies from on the Verishop app. R&Co, like I said, is one of them, and then Aribe is also another great one that's also in the Verishop app. So I just shake this out a little bit, and I am going to just spray it on there. And like I said, I'm just leaving like the curls in how I left them because I'm going to run my fingers through it at the end and do a little bit of a beach wave. So I'm taking out my alligator clips. These are the T3 ones that I am newly obsessed with. These are also great for doing your makeup after you do your hair. And I can show you how you would pin it up at the end. So I'm just going to take off another section. And if you guys have any questions about the products that I'm using during this stream, or about the Verishop app, or about myself, then you can just leave them down below. I just took another section, and you're gonna see how crazy this looks in a second. Okay, this is perfect. Now, like I said, I always use a heat protectant. This is what keeps my hair looking so shiny and amazing. Also, if you're not really big into curling your hair, T3 also has a straightener, and they also have a blow dryer and other tools like that. So these are very high quality tools. I've never owned one until recently, and I don't think I will ever go back. I had a straightener from the drugstore, which is great, but I feel like now that I am in my mid-20s, which is obviously not in college anymore, and I do my hair maybe a little bit less than I used to. I'm trying to invest in the things that I will have for a long time and that are good quality and will not break. And this is kind of the perfect time to grab things like this because they are at a 15% off discount. So I just started again in the middle of my hair there, and I'm going to twist up, let it go one, twist it again. And I probably look crazy doing this on the screen, but I'm so excited that I get to share this easy routine with you guys. And what's really also nice is that at the end of this, I'm going to show you a couple of different ways that you can wear this hairstyle. This is just like my easy go-to. I love my hair looking curled and beach waved, and I personally don't like it straight. So that's why I'm sharing this routine with you guys. Super easy. There's also a lot of other Verishop girls who are also going on the live stream this week to do their hair care routine. Okay, so my front pieces I'm going to do a little bit differently. I want them to go away from my face, so I'm just doing the opposite of what I do on the side. So for this piece, instead of going the clamp under, I'm actually going to do it on top, and I'm going to curl under so that it's going the way that I want it to. And you can kind of do like every other if you want. This is just the way that I like to do it, and I leave the pieces in the front to be a little bit longer and not so curled. I feel like it's kind of hard to tell on the screen here with my hair being so dark, but we will go back when I'm done with my head, and I'll just show you quickly. I'm kind of trying to do this fast, but explaining it at the same time is a tad challenging. But where I left off was I was saying that there's also another girl who I'm friends with, and she does live streams on the Verishop as well. Her name is Allie Phil, and she is also doing a hair care routine this week, which is amazing. And she likes to do straight hair, so she is showing a straight hair Verishop live stream event this week. So if you're not into curling your hair, there's another great tutorial and option for you guys to also join. I believe she's doing it tomorrow night, and you can always check by going to the live stream little button at the bottom how you obviously found me, and you can just search her username. It is AFil, and then it will come up with her live stream event and the date and time and everything like that. So really great, again, to see obviously other creators and maybe a different hairstyle if you're not into the curling. Okay, so another section, I'm again going to do the dry texturizing spray. Kind of just do this all over. I know it looks crazy right now and you're kind of like, wait, does she even know how to do her hair? But this is just what it looks like before it's all done. Okay, so this is the last section, and I'm going to do this a little bit differently than I kind of did the rest of my hair because I want the pieces to mostly go away from my face and not towards. So right now I'm using my heat protectant, and R&Co, which is on the Verishop app, has some great options for hair products. So does Oribe. I've used the Oribe shampoo and conditioner before, and it is like a luxury on your hair. I'm just brushing out the heat protectant so it's not so dry, and the lighting is not so great in my bathroom. That's why my face looks all red and things like that. Okay, so now that I have my last section, I'm just going to pull this into two sections, and I like these to be not so tight. I like them to be a little bit looser, and obviously I'm going to make them a bit looser when I brush out the beach waves. So I'm not like doing them as many at times. Now this front piece, I'm going to do the opposite way that I just did the last piece, and I'm going to do the clamp up instead of down. Any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Leave them down below. I can definitely answer them for you guys as we go along here. And yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed watching me do my hair. This is kind of nice because I won't have to do it tomorrow morning. I love doing my hair at night, even though it kind of doesn't make sense because you're sleeping on it. But I digress. Now I'm just going the same way at the top here. You can obviously bunch together as much hair as you want. Sometimes when I bunch together a lot of hair, it doesn't get as curled, which is kind of how I want it to be for the top here. That last piece was kind of a disaster, so let's try that again. I hope you guys are having a good Wednesday night, hump day. I can't believe that tomorrow's Thursday. I'm so excited. If you guys are doing anything fun this weekend, leave it down in the comments below. My boyfriend and I are going to a first concert since the pandemic. I'm so excited about. We're going to MSG. It is a Chris Stapleton concert, who I personally love and adore. And I'm very, very excited to see a concert and kind of be back in that atmosphere of live music, things like that. Okay, so now that I'm done completely with my hair, I'm just gonna turn off my curling iron. Always make sure that you turn off your hot products when you're not using them so you never forget. Okay, and I'm just going to use the last little bit of texturizing spray kind of all over. All right, and I'm just gonna let that sit for a second before I run my fingers through it, but I just wanted to share that these alligator clips are also really great when you are done with your hair and wanting to do your makeup. So you can literally just take them like this, and they're designed so they don't leave any creases in your hair. So it's kind of perfect when you want to do your makeup. So I would kind of just do this and then do my makeup. They're obviously not on my face, keeps the hair out of my face, and perfect for those, and for also doing your hair like I just did mine. Also, another great